afternoon. It's a work in progress, good things go slow. I'm no saint. I fall and you pick me up again. You got your habits, got them too. Just feel like maybe I could lose them with you. Sinking in, and I guess I kinda like that. For the first time, you really got my back. Got your habits, I got them too. Just feel like maybe I could lose them with you. so messed up, don't ignore the signs. We've had enough of the whole damn thing that we got going. You hold the strings without me knowing. Why do I have to suffer through the thinking? Why do I have the feeling that we're sinking? I need to find a way. What's all this for? It's got me turned around, but I can't ignore the feelings that I found in this whole damn thing that we got going. You hold the strings without me knowing. Why do I have to suffer through the thinking? Why do I have the feeling that we're sinking? I need to find a way. Find a way. Find a way. Find a way out. Find a way out. Find a way out. Find a way out. Find a way out.
All the choices you made, did you make them again, 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 again? All the lies that you told, did you believe in them? All the choices you made, did you make them again, 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 again? All the lies that you told, did you believe in them? Did you make them All the choices you made, did you make them
All the choices you made, did you make them
I'll do intro. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Grazur League Grand Finale. It's going to have Able2Mutate versus Revenge Nation in a best of 3. The first map will be Train, Dust 2, and then the infamous Vertigo. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about this one, Beanie. I hate Vertigo, one of the worst maps ever, especially with the new update.
They always try to make it better, yet somehow make it so much worse with every update.
Yeah, the new update, apparently it makes it super T-sided, but I haven't had a chance to play it because I despise Vertigo, even when I'm casting it. Don't know any of the callouts, so hopefully it doesn't go to a map 3, but
You
apparently,
never know.
yeah, apparently it's supposed to be a O2 sweep by Revenge Nation. What are your thoughts on that, especially with Revenge Nation, the only IM team present here in this tournament? They're 8-2, if I'm correct, and Able2Mutate 5-5 in open. This is going to be a spicy matchup, especially for both teams.
You know, I feel like Able2Mutate has a nice underdog story here. I feel like they could pull it out somehow. It'll definitely go to 3. I feel like Revenge Nation will have their map pick locked down, but I feel like Able2Mutate could pull something out here. And even though they don't have the best record in open, it's open. Crazy things happen. You never know.
It's going to be one of those matches where Able2Mutate, while maybe they won't necessarily win flawlessly tactically, it's gonna come down aim wise, whether or not they can hit their shots before Revenge Nation can. Because assuming that Revenge Nation really do deserve to be an IM, given their record, it's 8-2. You imagine that they're going to be one of those more tactically advanced teams in the league in general. So when it comes down to it, I think Able2Mutate, they do have a chance, but they're going to have to at least hit some incredible shots, and maybe they just might have a chance of taking their own map pick, let alone Revenge Nation's map pick. But we'll have to wait and see. I think we're just waiting on one more player from Able2Mutate. No coaches. I think that's a new Face It plugin being implemented for verified league organizers. You know, maybe Grazur gets up there one day, but until then.
Yep, it's and Able2Mutate. I feel like if they just have their tactics together, if they have their communication up, there's a really good chance. I'm pulling for the underdogs here. I'm pulling for the underdog story. I'm hoping for it. I want it.
Pulling for the underdog story. Well,
Yes.
place your bets in chat. We'll see who really does come out on top. But we might actually have a cancel here. Able2Mutate didn't get their last player in time. Yeah, it's a forfeit. I think we're gonna go back to an intermission ping. The observer, God observer, but I think we'll be back. I think we're waiting on one more play from Able2Mutate. But in the meantime, sit tight, grab some popcorn. This is gonna be a hell of a best of 3 in the grand finals of the Grazur League.
All the choices you made, would you make them again?
I'm rich.
all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity.
All right. Well, eventful, eventful turns. Turn of eventfuls. I don't know how it goes either way. Looks like the match has already started. I think there was some difficulties with Face It internally. Lots of troubles with the new plugins, especially for league organizers. But here we are in the grand finals. Able2Mutate versus Revenge Nation. Currently, the score is 2-1. Leading is Revenge Nation. They're gonna go for the full buy. Ooh, Alpha surprisingly just gonna buy dualies here. This is a strange setup already from Revenge Nation, but Able2Mutate definitely have the weaponry to contest this. Trying to peek into it. CPT Scout on top of the connector. Oh, he will find the first one to aggro. He's going to take him down mainstream with a second. So man advantage heavily in favor of Able2Mutate. 3 players left on the side of Revenge, and they haven't really pushed towards a certain site. They're playing very passive at the moment, Able2Mutate. They're trying to play for their lives at the moment. They know they have the weaker weaponry, but Alpha, who does have dualies, is a little bit worse for wear.
Yeah,
Strange.
they're trying to find a pick here. They can't seem to find anything. Mutate is not budging.
It's Keenan who will find another frag. Alpha. Oh, he's getting aggressive here. Maybe he finds it with the dualies. We'll have to see. Peeking into it. Yes, he does. The dualies find Keenan. And now a 4-on-2. Definitely still doable for Revenge Nation. See if they can make some progress. Work a bomb side. The bomb has been spotted here. Mexican trying to peek out towards the pop dog area. It has been spotted. Can he get one? No, he can't. He'll get dropped before he gets any damage through. And Alpha will follow suit. Captain Scout will find and Able2Mutate bring us level 2-2.
Absolutely, they're all tied up here now, and unless it's going to be a force out here, Revenge Nation's not going to have any money to buy into this. It looks like they are going to be bringing out Deagle, so we could see some Juan Deeks coming out in this round.
Yeah, and like I normally say whenever I cast, the Deagles are one of those weapons where it adds uncertainty to a round. You never know what could happen, especially when they're in the hands of absolute fraggers. And Revenge Nation, they should have the aim down, their individual skill down, but Mainstream will have a shooting gallery. Surprisingly, doesn't get any frags. Nice defensive Molotov, does catch one player pushing through. Thunder caught in the Molotov, and he'll get taken down. The another defensive smoke, but Mainstream will not stop. Relentless aggression towards Ivy, finding 2 frags, but Matty Gill will find one quick refrag. It's still a 3-on-4. Man advantage and certainly firepower advantage for Revenge Nation, but it's Agri who's actually made his way all the way to hell, trying to make some progress here.
I don't think they know that he's there. I think he snuck all the way there, and I don't think they know it.
Ooh, I think he's giving away his position now. If they don't know, I think they're just a little bit deaf or blind or something. Alpha showing the superior Deagle will find one. But now just the Deagle to work with, and Captain Scout actually almost getting taken down there. The whiff with the AUG. Oh, it's all turning on its head. Able2Mutate should have had this round locked away, but no. Jay Pinsky will be left alone in the 1v2. Deagle still for Alpha and the M4 for Maddie. The angle being held here. Maddie should be able to find the strike. Decides to walk off of it. That could prove costly if he doesn't check it quick enough. Pinksy trying to get out. Wolf spot one player, making a mess of it. 23 HP for Alpha. But now he's got one more player to find. What the hell is happening? Alpha somehow getting that frag to 2 HP. You had to imagine there that Revenge would have cleaned that up, but it was a little bit of a mess, and they still somehow find it. Pinksy almost with the 1v2 clutch, but Revenge Nation will take the lead 3-2 on Train.
So they just can't quite hit the shots there, and now it's going to be back to Mutate for a half buy here, and they have to make some damage with the pistols here.
5 P250s. They're playing a little bit split here, especially given the fact that they are very weakened at the moment. You imagine if they were going for this sort of half buy, they would stack some sort of site, but they really haven't committed anyone. But it's Revenge Nation will commit here. Keenan doesn't check the side of the smoke, and Aggro and Alpha looking to do the damage, and they go to the mile, taking down 2 players. And it's the P250s. Maybe they get something from it. Ooh, Rice or Crine. Unable to find much, but Mainstream does find a 1 frag, but nothing more. It'll be Revenge Nation who extend their lead and double the score of Able2Mutate.
Yes, and I don't think there's much of a surprise here. Revenge Nation is the superior team, even though I'm still pulling for that underdog story. But if they wanted to, Mutate could pull with the buyback here, and it's looking like they're just going to stick with the half buy and try and build up the economy for the next round.
Definitely, that's going to be a little bit crucial for Able2Mutate. They know how big the tactical and the weaponry advantage that they're going to need for this one. Aggro aggressive with the peak does find Keenan. Headshot does take him out, and now man advantage once more for Revenge Nation. Ooh, Maddie tapping Mainstream through the smoke down to 14 HP. It seems Revenge Nation, they've just finding these opening picks. Able2Mutate not playing tactically smart and not tactically sound as aggro will find another, but mainstream
Oh.
does find one quick deke shot, but it looked like Revenge Nation all over from the start. They will find 5 rounds, able to mutate, stuck on 2, and now strange double up setup.
Hey, it's Train. You could honestly pull out 4 to 5 ops on Train if you really wanted to. This is the Oppers map.
I don't know. I feel like always a double up setup is sometimes a worthwhile investment, but it's especially when your economy is already so low like that, and that could prove costly.
Hey,
But
it is
maybe they're
one
proving me
kill.
wrong. Ooh, mainstream will find one, but now they're looking to get onto the site alpha. Oh, Captain Scout playing the camera angle perfectly. We'll find one, missing the flick. That could have been a big frag there. Peeks into it again, and we'll find it. A 4-on-2, and this is looking very, very dangerous from Able to Mutate. They're trying to peek into it. A great double peek. Rice will find another. The Molotov, the force Mexican out of position, but he's got a defensive Molotov onto the bomb. Wouldn't do much of it, but does find one frag. 1v3 has given himself a slight chance, and a slight chance he'll try and take it. He's trying to rip it from their hands. Pinsky making an absolute mess of it. The Molotov to force him out, and there it is. Able to Mutate, scrape by in that round. They get away with the double up setup. So I guess
4
in a
kills with the
sense,
ops. It works.
I guess it did work. I guess it did work. You proved me wrong. You proved me wrong, Beanie.
But
Did not
hey, you know,
expect that
it happens. And if you want to build a strong CT side on on Train, you absolutely have to utilize the op at least 1 per round. Even if I mean, double op's a little risky, but you have to utilize that op on Train. It is such an Oppers map.
Can't disagree with that, but Revenge Nation, I don't think they're yet to pull out an AWP going along with that. Oh, Keenan
bad
missing a
nade.
nade. Yeah, it does a little bit of damage to him and his teammate. Maybe he'll get a team damage kick, who knows. Just kidding, that's in matchmaking, but Revenge Nation trying to make their way towards the A site. It's Matty Gill who will find a one. Doesn't take much damage, and Matty Gill is on a tear, a second on the mainstream. Now this is where it gets a little bit dicey. As you were saying, it's such a crucial op map, but both the ops are lost. Aggro getting aggressive, as his name says. We'll find another. The nade and the bomb doesn't go down actually on the B bomb site, and Pinksy just looking to scrap it together, some sort of weaponry. Oh, does find one with the FAMAS. Almost a second, actually. A dink on the Alpha, but it's Revenge Nation all over once more.
Good aim. The aim duels aren't just going their way. They're losing everything right now. They're getting caught sleeping right now.
Yeah, we said it in the beginning. They're not winning really any individual aim duels. They're tactically sound, I have to say, at the moment. They're playing their rotations perfectly, but they're just not winning the aim, especially mainstream and Captain Scout. They've got those ops. We expect them to hit some sort of shots to give them a slight advantage, some leeway in the rounds, but really nothing is coming from it. Maybe something this round though. Looks like Revenge Nation once more. Thunder holding the spray, does get a great tag on a Captain Scout with the Glock finishing off Keenan. And it'll be Revenge Nation 7 and Able to Mutate 3, certainly, unless they pull something out of their back pockets, Able to Mutate.
Absolutely, and it looks like Pinksy is going to be trying to slip it behind, so he might be able to find an exit frag and get a free AK out of this.
That'll be slightly crucial, you know. Even though this is their save round and their half by the Rico round, any advantage that they can get, any economic, any tactical, anything that they can get, they will most certainly thirst for.
Absolutely.
Rice trying to
Oh,
get something done.
He'll be
Yes, he
able to find
will.
one.
Finds the AK and the Molotov to sort of maybe, is he gonna use that Molotov to lock it down? Doesn't look like it. Trying to creep out onto the site here. Oh, they don't get away with anything. Able to mutate. A little bit of a risky play from Rice, but he was technically pinched. But it would be Revenge 7, Able to Mutate 3 as they go into this round. It looks like Captain Scout buying the AWP mainstream will instead pick up the M4A1S. And there it is. Revenge Nation pick up the op.
And look at the money on Revenge's side. They have money to buy through the rest of the half. Able to Mutate is going to have to face full buys every round for the rest of their half here, even if they can pick up 1 or 2 in a row.
Ooh, Captain Scout showing his off prowess. We'll find one mainstream from the top of green tree. The backside of it, we'll find aggro. Man advantage looking for another here. That's the bomb. Or no, that isn't the bomb. Why did I think that was the bomb? But the bomb is stuck back towards T-spawn. Not in a very favorable position for Revenge Nation. Although they do have full control of it, they really have nowhere to go. No man advantages, no progress made, and progress will be lost over towards the B side as Thunder will fall. And now Revenge Nation, they're trying to make some progress. It looks towards the A site. Matty does have the op in his hands. Maybe they get away with it. Oh, missing the shot. Captain Scout with the missed return shot. We'll try peek back into it. But Matty Gill not showing his body. Now, I think they're going to rotate back towards the B-bomb site. It's a little bit more weakened there in terms of utility, but not necessarily firepower.
No, definitely not. I mean, they're walking into 3 people here, and if there have been stranger clutches pulled out. 2 versus 5 is not out of the realm here.
Definitely. It depends really how they go about this. 40 seconds left. They've got to make a move soon. Not give too much of an advantage. Captain Scout with 1 on Alpha. That's going to shut down the push, and Keenan will close it out. Able to mutate, pick up the 4th round, but like you said, Revenge Nation, just so much cash build up on their side, so much change left in their pockets that it's almost certain that it's going to be a struggle for Able2Mutate to even bring this to 6-9, maybe even 7-8 or 8-7 in their favor. They just don't have the money built up at the moment. Whereas Revenge Nation, they've just got so much extra cash to work with that seems inevitable that they will take the half here.
Absolutely. Quick AXQ coming out here. Or is it might actually looks like a fake now.
Yeah, 4 players swinging straight back towards the B tunnels, or upper tunnels, however you want to call it, brown holes. But now they're going to go back down towards Pop Dog. Keenan, oh, just luckily finding the spread through the smoke. We'll take down Maddie. A 4-on-5 in mainstream. Ooh, he hasn't quite spotted Alpha, who was just playing around the train. Oh, the timing, Captain. Oh, the 1 tap from Alpha. Finding the Opper, and he'll get taken out here. Back to a 4-on-4. Still utility for Revenge Nation. They've got plenty to work with, but they have to play quickly. They know the rotations are very, very fast. They're able to mutate Pinkski in a very weird, strange position to hold the B-bombs. Like, you can really only hold upper, and as soon as they came out lower, it's going to be a little bit troublesome, but Rice trying to get aggressive. It'll be Pinkski who will fall first here. Another from Alpha. So this is looking at Revenge Nation again. They somehow turn this around for them. No pun intended, but they have to fall off here. Able2Mutate. They know how crucial it is that they keep their economy up, and they're doing so here. All picked up for Keenan, so they will go into the next round, hopefully with that, assuming they walk away with their lives, let alone these guns.
Absolutely, and right now, just look at Alpha and Aggro. They are leading the charge. Both of them on double digits, and none of their teammates are anywhere close to them. They are just absolutely destroying Mutate right now, and the closest Mutate player only has 11 kills. It is just not going the kid's way, and with the Revenge already winning half, this is not looking very good for Mutate unless they can pull something insane out of nowhere.
Strong performance individually, especially like you said, Revenge Nation. They're really fragging hard here, especially Aggro and Alpha leading the scoreboard. They are looking to shut this out in the first map, at least trying to destroy the confidence Able2Mutate, but they're gonna have to have some sort of response. They can't give up now, especially with it. Captain Scout will find one. Keenan with the nade, a beautiful setup. I think Captain Scout did get technically collateral, but it was just a tag. But either way, Revenge Nation dropped 2 players in the span of 1 second. And so, oh no, Alpha, oh, what are you doing? Jesus.
Quick tag.
5 HP for Aggro, but still he finds the frag on his Scout. Lots of missed opportunities for Able2Mutate to sort of swing it directly in their favor, but it's still looking like Revenge Nation do still have a chance here, especially given the rounds that they played before, and not very convincing, especially for Able2Mutate with Keenan burning in the Molotov, but the position from him spraying away. He gets a double through the smoke. Keenan, the hero of the round, 9 HP burning in the Molotov, but he does find the double spray down onto both players on Revenge Nation and clutches the round. 5-8, Able2Mutate, sort of ripping the economy now in half of Revenge Nation. You said they were building it up, but now their economy is looking a little bit worse for wear.
Absolutely, it's starting to tear down. There are still 2 players over $4,000, but that'll quickly dwindle out here. They will be able to buy for the final round of the half, but that'll be all. They won't be able to buy their teammates for that sort.
Unless they can turn this one around, it's economy problems for Revenge Nation. As Captain Scout will try and secure that one. Same with Keenan, tapping away through the smoke. We'll get Aggro down to 22 HP. Matty Gill will find one refrag, but still, it looks like the team play from Able2Mutate has just turned around so quickly. But Revenge Nation are winning these aim duels, and they know that they are the superior team individually. And they are showing it here on Train. It's Pinkski in the 1v2. He couldn't clutch it up last time. Maybe he can do it here. The bomb getting tapped away, but Pinkski peaks at the perfect moment.
He's going to go for a long play here.
Oh, this could be smart. It looks like he's going to wrap straight towards Seacon. Mexican picking up the bomb. Oh wow, this is so smart from Pinksky. I thought he was gonna go towards Ivy, but they might walk right into each other. Whoever spots who first, and that's gonna be the round. Oh no,
Oh,
he's
is he
made too
gonna
much
hear
noise.
it?
Pinksky has made way too much
He's heard it.
noise. Oh, and Mexican hears the noise. Pinksky just a little bit too loud with his clown shoes. 5-9 in the last round and a half. Any thoughts so far, Meanie, so far as to what Able2Mutate can do to turn this one on the second half?
You know, unfortunately, Train is such a CT-sided map. It's almost impossible at this point, especially if Revenge take this 10-5. I don't see it happening unless they can pull something insane out and pull super aggressive plays. I don't think it can happen.
Yeah, and as you said, 10-5 is looking very likely. Aggro with the green spot of the shadow on top of Green Train. Actually, Mainstream will find the opening frag. Sneaking away with that AK-47 Keenan. He has been a little bit worse for wear on this map. He did get that double spray down to clutch it, but he needs to have a bigger impact. Everyone at Able2Mutate, they have to have a bigger voice, especially if they want to contest against an IM2 8-2 Alpha. Finding Captain's got a careless push, especially. Oh, caught up the ladder. There's so many tiny mistakes coming in from Able2Mutate. The spray does find him. Mainstream peeking out from Z will find Mexican. And now they've left it to a 3-on-3. Now back to a 2-on-3. Man advantage for Revenge Nation. It's weird. Revenge Nation, they get aggressive in the perfect angles. And there it is, Matty Gill finding the head of Mainstream. It's impossible. Oh, I thought that was... For a second, I thought Thunder was Pinksky and he had the bomb, but... 1v3. Maybe he'll find one frag. Unlikely so. Never mind. Does find Alpha with the MP9. Faster fire rate. Comes out on top. Bomb going down. Revenge Nation looking to secure the 10-5 half, and troubles for Able2Mutate if they can't win the next pistol round. How crucial is it that they win this pistol round in the second half to even stage a comeback?
Oh, I mean, it can be the game. I mean, if you win pistol, you're almost guaranteed the next round, if not the third. It's huge. And Pinky, once again, left in the clutch situation, can't pick it up. He has been put in so many clutches, and he's just not been able to pull it out. But this pistol absolutely has to go the way of Mutate, or I'm going to go ahead and say this game's over, and we're headed on the dust too.
Definitely. It's one of those things where it's not only a statistical disadvantage if you lose the pistol round, it's sort of an emotional. They'll be distraught Able2Mutate. They won't have the confidence to maybe play Dust 2. I think that's their own map pick as well, isn't it not?
I believe so, yes. Revenge Nation, I believe, did pick Train.
So Revenge Nation, they're looking to lock it here. Maybe they win this pistol and they secure it. And like you said, such a CT-sided map for Train. There's so many angles you can play on CT that it's unfathomable that Able2Mutate can stage a comeback even if they win this pistol round. It's gonna be some difficulty. Aggro, the solo player on B. This is a daring move from Revenge Nation to stack towards A. They're looking to play the retake, and now the rotations have to come in. Aggro has been spotted, but he spotted a couple players in return. Information for information, and they're rotating quickly here. Revenge Nation, they've got to execute onto the site quickly. And this is where it gets very dicey as the retake is on. The bomb hasn't just quite gone down yet, now being planted by Pinksky, but a 5-on-5. The bomb, no kit on the side of Revenge Nation. No frags from the way of anyone. Lots of missed shots. Pinksky will finally find one headshot onto Aggro, but now he's got to find a couple more along with his teammates. Lots of refrags going in the way of Revenge Nation. 2 quick frags, but Rice will not stop. Does find one, but now we're on to a 2-on-3. The positioning from Able2Mutate not in their advantage. Not in this lifetime. The Molotov, that might have actually just won the round. They have to let it go, but no. Plenty of time for Revenge Nation. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought we were going to have a Cloud9 moment where they get on the bomb a little bit too early. Bomb is defused, and as we said, so crucial that Able2Mutate win that pistol round, but they're unable to do it. The Molotov comes in just a little bit too early. And like you said, this is essentially over. They have the ego boost. They have the confidence. Able2Mutate. They might be able to force into this one with the bomb plant, but it's looking Revenge Nation on map number 1.
See, but if I were Mutate here, I would save up. Why not buy it? Well, as I say that, they buy into it. But if you have that Krieg, the Krieg is the most overpowered gun in the game. If you can find free headshots with the Krieg, this can be a round just off that gun.
Definitely. I mean, with the new economy update especially, it's always a risk to buy in the second half. And I feel like even when you're down at this point, you may as well, because you really don't have much to lose. It's your game to win, essentially. And it's Revenge Nation's game to lose at this point. So 11-5, and Aggro so smart on this B site. You see that? Just throwing the Molotov instantly as soon as he gets spotted. And they play such a passive CT side of Revenge Nation that there's not a lot you can counter. And as I say, that passive is not the word I would use. Maddie getting a little bit too aggressive, and we'll find one. But Mexican Pride, those are the little aim duels that they're losing.
Absolutely, they're just not winning anything, and now it's already down to a 3-on-3. But look at the HP on Mutate. There's just nothing there.
Oh, as I say, they're losing the 1v1s. It's gonna be 3v1, and as you said, the HP very low, so it's still doable for aggro. No kit. Oh, he might find them. Oh, no, the taps,
no.
the miss aggro. He needed that. The last two players would have been on such low HP, but he needed that last frag, and Able2Mutate, they're not gonna you see that LMAO in chat, he knows he messed up, and so Able2Mutate, they look to pick up their 6th round in Revenge Nation. They might have a comeback on their hands that they have to deal with. Oh,
Absolutely. Oh,
I think he played with this
he
a
still
little
wants
bit
it.
too much. Doesn't have time. No kit. 10-second timer has gone off. I think he's just looking for exit frags to do some damage. Can't even find that last one. It's the 4 HP player. There it is. Revenge Nation unable to find that round. Able2Mutate picking up that 6th in their force spy. So I guess their force spy does warrant themselves around 1, and now Revenge Nation have to deal with, I guess, a form of a comeback.
Yes, there could be a light bud. I mean, Mutate should be able to pick up at least one more here, if not another, because actually Revenge will have to save again after this. So absolutely, we could see an 11-8 scoreline here, and it could start to roll from there if Mutate can pull something together.
But wow,
Whoa!
like, what are they doing? Able2Mutate, they play so passive, and I guess they read exactly what Revenge Nation are doing. This is such a great call from the IGL of Able2Mutate. They assume that's going to be an eco round, and they assume correctly. They wait for the pushes, and great calls already. 4v5. The only upgraded weapon is the UMP in the hands of Mexican. And even still, it's not that much of a heavy hitter. Are looking to execute onto the A side, spraying away mainstream, doing the damage, getting 2 frags to open it up, and Matty Gill, 1v5, will find a 1, bring us to a 1v4, but the nade, the Kobe, sinking the 3-pointer, will find the frag on a Matty, and it's 7-11. No pun intended, but still, no money on the side of Revenge. They are starting to stage some sort of comeback here, Able2Mutate.
No, this is with the eco here from Revenge Nation. This could be a chance for Mutate to build up some momentum, and momentum. CS:GO is a game of momentum, so they could easily pull back a comeback here.
One of these rounds, it's got to be crucial to the morale here. Mainstream just ready to push. Molotov is burning essentially everyone. It's just slim pickings here. The spray holding its trigger finger. M1 looking for the ace. Mainstream 4K off of the spray, has the P250, trying to find aggro, and he will. The ace from Mainstream, no headshots, but the spray control and the patience to wait is just absolutely perfect from him. Mainstream will find 5 frags in that round, and now he's leading the server. Somehow, Mainstream, what a round. And now, but as you said, Revenge Nation, they didn't really have much for those 2 rounds that they lost, and now they've got some weaponry. Now they've got some real firepower to work with. How does this stack up to an Able2Mutate that wants to stage a comeback?
See, despite the fact that Revenge Nation now has guns, they have no utility, and Matty doesn't have armor either. And that, despite the fact that he has an op, that could be crucial. If he gets aim punched, he could miss a shot. So this could be Mutate's time. They could start to mount a comeback here if they can take advantage of that lack of utility.
That's true, but I guess Revenge Nation just decided to put on the aim really quick, finding 2 quick frags, and Matty Gill, the op master, the op maestro, will find another. Bingsky in the 1v4 now. What? Question mark? Didn't react quick enough, and that'll cost him his life. Revenge Nation put on 12 rounds. Able2Mutate, they do have quite the economy built up. I won't lie about that, but it's still going to take one hell of an effort against a Revenge Nation. They're looking truly dominant in terms of individual and aim.
Absolutely, and now Revenge Nation does have that Krieg coming out on the CT side, and in the CS:GO meta, that if you have the Krieg on the CT side, that can be very powerful. So just that one weapon could turn the tide of this game.
Alpha missed smoke towards Ivy. Just saw that. A little bit unfortunate for him, but like you said, the Krieg can be very dominant on the CT side. You can hold angles. Instead, you're holding an angle that someone's gonna walk into instead of walking into the Krieg. It's a lot different, but oh, lots of missed nades, but Captain Scout off of the boost finds Alpha. Smart play, peeking over the smoke, and as soon as the smoke fades, I do find it. Lots of strange nades, I have to say. I think tactical United team is really superior, but aim-wise, Matty Gill again showing his op prowess, finding 1, back to a 4-4, and Max gonna creep behind the lines. He's got 1 frag, looking for another here. Pinksy holding it here. We'll find actually Mexican tagged to 1 HP though. Thunder. Oh, this is such a cleanup from Revenge Nation. It's 1v2 for Pinkski, 1 HP. It's very unlikely that he'll find much from this round. Has to hit some incredible one taps. Praying to God that he finds something here, but oh, the nade. Another nade kill from aggro. Sinking the three-pointer once more. Revenge Nation 13 and Able2Mutate 8. It's not looking good for Able2Mutate on map number 1.
No, it is not. Things are starting to slip out of the grasp. The comeback was there for a second from Mutate, but it's starting to fall away, and now there's full nades, armor, kits out for Revenge Nation. This might be the ball game for map 1.
Certainly looking like it at the moment. There's not a lot you can say for Able2Mutate. If you're on the side of Able2Mutate, there's really no tactical things you can talk about. It's just all down to that aim. Whoever wins that aim duel, and Revenge Nation are winning every single aim duel. Able2Mutate sort of on a half buy. They've got 2 AKs in op and 2 deagles, and now I say that the op is lost. So now they're back to 2 deagles and 2 AKs. It's gonna be Revenge Nation certainly here.
And just a quick note, I think Rice might have DC'd there. I think he was kind of standing. He had his knife out. I think we might have lost a player in this match.
Or he accepted his fate. You never know.
That's also a possibility, yes. 1v5, I think this might be all over. Keenan, he can try his best, but it's going to be a 14th for Revenge Nation here, I believe. He's getting surrounded now. They know where he is.
Oh, he can't get one. Oh, wow. What the hell, Keenan? I don't know how he found that one frag. Yeah, you're right. Rice does disconnect, and I think Able2Mutate, they are having a lot of technical troubles. I think we're going to be on technical at the moment, but comments are Able2Mutate. They are tactically not the best against Revenge Nation, especially against such a strong and experienced team. But even despite that, they aren't winning really any aim duels when it comes down to it. The nitty gritty, they have to win those aim duels. They have to find some sort of frags because they're putting themselves in positions where they have a chance to win the rounds, but they just don't have the aim up to par with a Revenge Nation at the moment.
Absolutely. I mean, you can out-tactic a team all day, but if you can't win your game aim duels, there's nothing you can do about it. If Able2Mutate were able to win every gunfight, this would be a completely different scoreline, but they're just, every shot's not hitting. They've had constant technical problems, and you don't know. Train might not be their map. You know, every team has their maps, and if Train's truly not their map, then you never know. Maybe Dust 2 will be completely different. Maybe they'll be hitting all their shots. Maybe they'll have their strategies down pat, and they'll actually be able to build up a streak and carry us into Vertigo. You never know. Comebacks are possible, and even being one down in a series doesn't mean anything. Cloud9 at the Boston Major.
I mean, the next map is Dust 2, and one of the most unpredictable maps, and probably one of the most hated maps besides Mirage, and definitely a map that gives me chills whenever I cross mid doors from CT. It's absolutely awful. And Dust 2 gonna be one of those maps where Able2Mutate definitely can stage some sort of uprising against the dominant so far Revenge Nation. It's one of those maps where it's really undecisive, and if it does go to Vertigo, it could go to anyone. That is. We just got news that Captain might have just auto-bought a Nova, and now he's got no money. Not only is it
that's a painful one.
Yeah, it's not just tactical disadvantages. It's also oh no,
unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. That's just something. It's mistakes that can't happen. Despite the fact, although they likely will force up here anyways, even though they do have the tactical coming in right now because of their teammate dropping out. But at this point, you really want to give up 15 when the economy is starting to build on Revenge's side? You have to break them at some point, so why not try to do it early with a half buy?
Yeah, I mean, if they go for the full buy, they may as well. They know that next round, their one player is going to be a little bit worse for wear in terms of weaponry, and at this rate, is he going to join back? I don't know.
I'm sure we'll have him back. We might be on a little delay here, but we can just soothe the chat with our voices while we're waiting.
The chat. I mean,
so speaking of chat, how's everyone doing out there? Everyone in chat, come on, we got people out there. Let's get some life in the chat. How are we feeling about Dust 2? Are we ready for it?
Is there even a delay? I'm pretty sure this is a delay on Beanie. I'm pretty sure this is a delay on that. That's a little awkward for you.
No, Yeah, there's no delay.
no
I got
no
the stream on my
delay?
second monitor, no delay. Everybody, come on! I know we got people out there. Let's get hype in here. Who we got on Dust 2? This map might be out of the question unless something crazy happens, but let's come on, chat. Let's get it going.
Um, get some life in the chat, Pogs, you know.
Yeah, let's get some pogs. Come on, let's go.
Last time out for Able to they're gonna be playing a his power one out, Rice's power one out. This is
Oh no.
yeah. Now it's really gonna end up being Revenge Nation. If it's gonna be a 4-on-5, there's no telling how the rest of the series is gonna go.
There we go. We got a pog in the chat. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you very much, Potential. We appreciate it. Oh, he's back.
Yes,
Back.
Rice is back. Thank gosh. Imagine going into the second map having to forfeit that because they don't have enough play. That would have been absolutely awful from Able to Mutate. But they are lucky enough to get Rice back into it. Gets his power back up. Lucky enough. Now they've got to calm themselves. This is sort of their do or die round. They know how crucial this round will be. The Nova for Pinkski in an accidental buy, I'm going to assume. No way in.
No, totally intentional. Totally intentional. He absolutely meant to hit F1.
I mean, the Nova is basically an op in my opinion. You know, it's literally a sniper, so maybe they're gonna go for some op plays with this Nova. Yeah, look, he's playing such a long angle with it. But still, passive
headshot's
from
all it
Revenge
takes.
Nation. Yeah, I don't know. Nova and XM are a little bit OP. If you don't use the XM, you're really not hip to CS:GO. It should be the new meta over the Krieg. Krieg sucks.
An XM meta. I hope I live to see that day.
Dude, I only use the XM in every single pug I play in. I only use the XM. That's probably why I'm level 3, but that's okay.
Damn.
I'm not a player. I'm not a player.
I gained so much respect for you just now, Solly. You have no idea.
Look at that. Pogs in the chat. Pogs in the chat for aggro. He will open us up, finding one onto Rice. Does rejoin the server, but doesn't rejoin with aim hacks. It seems. Aggro will find a second. They're just running into the blender at this point. Pinkski does have the Nova still. Oh, there's the Nova going into action. Headshot onto aggro. I think he had a little bit of a jump there. Matty Gill still from top of Red Train. Finding another frag. The AK-47 is picked up. And Thunder, the double up setup, as you said, coming very useful. Pinkski trying to contest in this round. We'll find one on a Matty Gill, but has to reposition. Has to find another.
Oh.
Almost gets it done. A 1 HP for Broad, and that could have been a great start for the 1v3 clutch, but once again, Revenge Nation, who will go into match point as Alpha for the team kill. And Revenge Nation look very, very dominant here on map number 1.
What is that? I haven't been really keeping count, but I know that that's at least 5+ 1vx situations that Pinkski's been put in on. Is he a baiter out there? Could we classify him as that? I mean, he's been put in a lot of 1vx situations.
I don't know. Maybe he is a bait. Maybe it's this next swag, but swag clutches.
Swag does clutch.
I went there.
You have to. If you're gonna talk the talk, you have to walk the walk.
Don't worry, put me in the show match. I'll clap everyone, but at the moment, it's Able2Mutate who are getting clapped here. They're trying to make their way, looks like, towards the A bomb site. They've got one player in mainstream that's getting quite aggressive towards Pop Dog. But even still, there's really no one pushing it anywhere from Revenge Nation. They know they have such a great tactical, emotional, psychological advantage that they can play very safe at the moment. Sit tight, wait for them to come to you, and that's what's happening here. The push coming in, flashbang off of it. Rice looking the wrong way, or not Rice. Mexican will find himself on the ground and lost for words. It's Rice who will find 2 frags, looking for the third, peeking out wide. Rice is on for the triple. Maybe he'll find a 4th here. Thunder from top of heaven, finding 1 frag quickly on a Rice, taking him down. 27 HP. It's Scout. Oh, Scout, I should say, actually. We'll find another, but Thunder left alone. 1v2 has to find it with the AWP. It very much seems like Able2Mutate stay alive for one more round. Revenge Nation can't close it out here in around 24. So they still have a chance, Able2Mutate.
Absolutely, they do. And if you notice it, if they've been targeting Alpha and Aggro, it seems like if they take out Alpha and Aggro, that's how they win rounds. I've noticed every time Alpha and Aggro drop off and they take that A site, they can't retake. If they can take out their top players, it seems like Revenge Nation starts to struggle, no matter what the man advantage is.
And they're kind of reading into where Alpha and Aggro are playing. They know Aggro plays B, and they know that Alpha is more that guy that sits back towards Ivy. And they're isolating each player with utility, and it's brilliant to see. Is Able2Mutate are finally adjusting to the playstyle of Revenge Nation.
Absolutely, and they're actually starting to out-tactic them now. We talked about that earlier about how tactics can change a game versus aim duels, and they're starting to do it. They're starting to succeed, and they're playing a very slow game now. They're making Revenge Nation guess, and they're starting to hurt their economical situation now.
Loss of money, especially for Revenge Nation, but they've got 6 rounds to do it before this goes to overtime on map number 1. But I think they're gonna find a way to close it out just by sheer dominance. And as I say that, it's actually Alpha going down off of the aim duel. Mexican trying to get aggressive here. It's 2 frags going to the way of Revenge Nation. He's got one more player to find, missing the op shot, get it to the tag, but finishing it off with the P250. He walks on one. Is this Stewie 2K we're watching? He's just running through smokes with the op.
Smoke criminal
1v3.
out here in the server.
It's definitely 1v3 for Thunder. It's Captain Scout who finds a triple off the op. A phenomenal performance for him in round number 25. As we move into 26 rounds, and Revenge Nation, no money, so this should be the round for Able2Mutate unless they pull it off from the pistols, but I doubt they'll let that happen to Able2Mutate. They're starting to pick up some momentum, and that's going to be big if they want to stage an overtime comeback.
Absolutely, and I think we've had some talk between the teams, and they're just trying to set the record for the longest overtime game ever. They're just trying to keep everyone here all night. That's all they're doing.
Yeah, I got some homework to do. You know, PSAT's coming up, but Scout will find a double with the B250, looking for another. He somehow gets it. Alpha, how do you not convert that frag? An atrocious display from Revenge Nation, the team that should be individually much more skilled. They are just whiffing shots with the pistols close range, and now it's all on to Mexican, but really not all on to him. But if he can find another one, if it were to be one miraculous clutch.
Absolutely, he just needs to find one here, and he's starting to work towards that upper area. He could potentially find this off. If he can get the first kill, he will get the first one. If he can find this off and save that, that could potentially be game-changing. As I say that, he gets taken out.
Scout with the op once more. 4K for him. He's starting to come alive here in the later rounds of map number 1 on Train. And Revenge Nation, they will be able to buy here again, but is it really a viable buy here? They don't really have lots of utility, mainly just some Molotovs and smokes. No real flashbangs to work with, no really nades to do sort of early round damage, and Able2Mutate. Plenty of money, plenty of utility. They're starting to look a little bit more dominant here on their T side. Coming alive, I have to say. Coming alive.
Absolutely. I mean, I guess you could say they're mutating into form. I love bad puns, but Scout's gonna find one. They're just Revenge Nation's trying to throw the aggression in their face now, and it's just not working for them.
Yeah, so far Revenge Nation, they aren't adapting to the new mutated version of Able2Mutate, who have somehow adapted to the CT style of Revenge Nation, and they're just rolling over them in these late T rounds. But still, Revenge Nation looking individually sharp. We'll look to do some more damage here. Thunder making a huge mess of it. It's actually Matty Gill who finds one, but Mainstream with another double kill. It's Matty Gill, the positioning. It's absolutely picture perfect. He's got to line them up. There's one. Finding the second. He's got the perfect positioning, and he's made the play happen here. 1v2. Or no, 2v2, but now down to a 1v2 as Mexican has to clutch this one out. To find 2 more frags, it's sort of a hard task, and it is a hard task because Mexican taken down by Pinksky. They do find 12 rounds. Able2Mutate, and Revenge Nation are getting shut down here in round 27.
This is starting to get scary here. Revenge Nation, they might be starting to sweat a little bit. They might know that this could happen. Mutates, I think they're starting to build some momentum. They're thinking that they have a real chance here.
They really. This is, yeah, like you said, this is dangerous for Revenge Nation. They're walking into this territory. That's the bomb, actually. Thunder does spot it, but he doesn't get the frag, so really no impact there. Ooh, Alpha spraying with the Deagle does find a tag, but still 4-on-5 man advantage for Able2Mutate. They're looking to make their way. It looks towards the B-bomb site. Mainstream trying to get aggressive here. Bomb following suit, and should be the round 13 for Able2Mutate. They definitely looking a little bit more poised to win this one. Maybe bring us to overtime unless Revenge Nation shut it down soon. They don't have a lot more rounds to do it. 4 more rounds, or 3 more rounds, excuse me. In Mainstream, making a work of them. Revenge Nation getting shut down here. It's Mexican who will find one. The no scope from Captain Scout, bringing us to 13 for Able2Mutate, and 28 rounds have been played moving into 29. Revenge Nation are looking a little bit worse for wear and more so shaky on this CT side. They've got to find some momentum, and definitely going to be a struggle here for them.
Yeah, this will be the last full buy for Revenge here. Despite the fact that they're on full loss bonus, they'll only have about 4,000 per player after this. So this is their last full buy. They have to make it count here.
And even if Able2Mutate can't get it done here, it's been one hell of a performance and a hell of an aid for Mexican, completely missing actually the entire pop dog door. And so it looks like things are actually falling apart for Revenge Nation. They've really brought this one back, Able2Mutate. Come alive on their CT side, and they came alive when they needed it most. And we might be looking at overtime right in the face of Revenge Nation, who looked so dominant in their first half and in the third quarter of this matchup that they seem poised to close it out even before Able2Mutate could hit double digits. But here we are, 13-15 on the verge of overtime. Unless Revenge Nation can somehow pull this round. Not a lot of utility to work with, but still a sufficient amount.
Yes, I think they'll be able to make do with what they have. They still have 2 Molotovs out, which could hold back a push, although they will drop down a man, which is not good.
Thunder, that was such a careless pick. I don't even know what the plan was at for that one. A little bit lost for words, but it's actually going to be output from Mexican, making lots of work from the side of Able2Mutate. One player left. It's somehow turned in favor of Revenge in almost an instant. They will take map number 1 as we move into map number 2 on Dust. It's 16-13 here over on Train. Revenge Nation go up 0-1 in the series. It's just somehow turn around in almost an instant, and not a lot of words for Able2Mutate besides that fact that they put up one hell of a performance. Mainstream Captain Scout dropping a 30 bomb, but some players lacking on the side of Able2Mutate. It's just the individual performances near the end that's what really brought them alive. But in that last round, it looked almost certain they would have won it. But somehow we are going to map number 2 off of an 0-1 from Revenge Nation. They go up in the series, and not much to say. Not much to say.
One thing I would like to say, though, is despite the fact that Mutate did lose that, he only had 16 kills, but Pinksky started to hit shots there. Every time we saw him, he was consistently hitting shots, and if he can carry that over in the second map, then if he can be up at the top with Scout and Mainstream there, maybe we could see something different. Maybe, 2 players for Mutate there dropped 30 bombs. And if they can repeat that performance, that was more than anyone on Revenge got. So if they could have played like that in the last few rounds like they did for the entire game, you never know what happens. And now on Dust 2, it's the possibilities are endless. Dust 2 is such a frag heavy map. There's very little strategy that you can put in on it. There's smokes here and there, but there's nothing, it's really you hit one side or you hit the other. There's no true fakes or anything like that. I really do think that Mutate could pull something out if they're starting to hit their shots here.
Coming alive and hitting their shots, they are looking very sharp. But I think Pings is going to bring us to a quick intermission as we wait for each team to load in, and we'll be right back very shortly with map number 2 in this grand final best of 3. And it's going to be Dust 2 up next. Able2Mutate looking to bring us to a third map. Very doable, but going to be one hell of a performance. We'll be right back with map number 2. Bring us away, Ping. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After the short break, we have Revenge Nation taking on Able2Mutate in map number 2. It's going to be 0-1 for Able2Mutate. They are down the current map in this best of 3 series in the grand finals of the Grazur CSGO League, but 13-16, it looked very strong from Able2Mutate. They definitely stand a chance here, and they're looking to do some damage against Revenge.
Yes, they are.
Starting on the CT side, Able2Mutate, it's a push down towards mid from Revenge Nation. A little bit risky. Is it a B split? It looks like a B split. Oh, whatever. Burst. Burst finds a frag, actually, and that's opened up the B bomb site entirely. That's not a good start for Able2Mutate. They leave the entire B bomb site completely open, and Burst around will go in favor of Revenge Nation already. 2 quick frags. And how crucial is this pistol round? It's unfathomable how crucial it can be.
You really need to get the ball rolling, and you have to defend that B bomb site. It's one of the most common bomb sites to be hit. I mean, almost every time on Dust 2, you see B bomb site hit just because of how easy it is for T's to take it on pistol. You need to stack people up there. You have to be able to make that read. I mean, Rush B is the classic CSGO meme. Now that the momentum's not there anymore, now Revenge is guaranteed at least a second round, if not a third after this, and that's not a good start from Mutate. They need to be able to predict that and read that. B bomb site is almost impossible to retake.
And yeah, the classic Rush B meme, and that's really what they did in Revenge Nation. They split B in this time instead. But it's, yeah, like you said, they don't have the momentum on their side. They don't have the psychological ball in their hands at the moment. It's Revenge Nation who not only have that psychological advantage, they have the situational economic, they have everything on their side at the moment. And so far, the manpower is going in their favor. 1 frag already, a second from Thunder, swinging in a little bit of a gush onto his own teammate Mexican. That doesn't matter. They are cleaning it up down towards mid. Aggro finding one, and left alone is Mainstream, who might find maybe a single exit frag as he does get the dink already on Aggro, dropped down to 11 HP, but gonna back off of it. Looks like Revenge Nation will pick up the second round in Dust 2, and already not the best start for Able2Mutate. They didn't, like you said, you kind of had to expect a B rush. No one really takes long on Dust 2, especially in the pistol round. It's not very common.
No, I mean, when you have Glocks, there's nothing you can do. And if Mainstream can pull a rifle out of this, which obviously that just didn't happen, but if he could have pulled something out of there, maybe. But now they will be able to pull up M4s. They can pull a scout from mid if they really wanted to, but they really should. Now you can start leaning one towards that B site and just play off of your utility for rotating a guy in through mid. But actually they're going to go for pistols here, which is kind of surprising. But you really got to show that presence towards B, so that way the T's don't think it's an easy site to take.
I mean, at the moment, it really is an easy side. There's literally no contest from Able2Mutate to even lock down the B bomb site, and they aren't putting much of a force here to lock down the A site. 1 player on the site, 2 players down to a ramp. It's going to be Aggro who opens us up here, finding the headshot on a Keenan. 2 more players swinging out here. Their backs completely turned to the site here. They're cleaning it up. They're making a mess. Able2Mutate and Revenge Nation are their mothers, and they're cleaning up just with the nice handy-dandy Kleenex rag. And a third round for Revenge Nation, certainly, as Mexican trying to get aggressive. We'll find Pinky just a little bit of extra change in his pocket, but ooh, maybe Rice gets a key here. Ooh, 3 shots. Does find it eventually. But as you said, the B bomb site is a very, very crucial site. They don't want to give it up so early and let that Revenge Nation know that this is going to be the easy site to take. Not an easy shot, as Rice finds a frag on Aggro and won't get really any rifles from it. But even still, making sort of a statement.
Absolutely, and it's definitely not the way that Mutate wanted to start out, but now look at the money on their side. They could double op if they really wanted to. They will pull out 1 here, and they're going to have full utility. So if they can rattle off 5 or 6 rounds in a row here and take a nice CT half, then absolutely, I think on T side they could pull something out. So it's just going to be a matter of can they win the duels.
Yeah, this double up setup, we saw it on train. What is the difference? There is no difference, I was going to say. Captain Scout still ruthless with that weapon, finding Mexican. And the AK loss is, it's the long range weapon towards long, and definitely Able2Mutate to have such a great advantage, especially off. There's no flashbangs for Alpha to work with. He's gonna walk right into it and walk right into it. He does, along with Thunder. It's a shooting gallery down mid for these 2 ops. So far, 3 frags, and the double op setup proves to be a vital one once more.
Absolutely. I mean, they're just the ops putting in work here. And even with this B-side take coming in, there's nothing that's going to be done for Revenge Nation here. And now it's just Aggro down into 1v5, and this is all but impossible. He might have a flash to get himself out, but he has to take. I mean, he'd have to take down 2 players at once, and that's almost impossible. And that will be the round right there.
Won't get anything. Not even a single player, like you said, mate. Has to take 2 players down. Doesn't get anything. It's Revenge Nation who will now be a little bit on the back foot in terms of money. They don't quite have the chunk of change in their pockets now. Alpha with the majority of the money. But Op being picked up from Thunder. We saw how good he was on the last map. Especially in those early halves, how crucial he was in finding opening picks. And we'll see if he can replicate that here. As Captain Scout changing up the op position, holding back towards the A-bomb site. Looking to get some damage done here. He's got a great angle, but he's the only player here. Keenan, a little bit far, but still able to rotate quickly. 4 players already from Revenge Nation have made their way towards long. Looks like they're going to try to rotate out Alpha.
Oh.
What the hell was that?
That might be the shot of the game right there.
Yeah, Alpha, what? That was the fastest peak ever. I don't even know how to commentate over that. What a shot, but Mainstream with another response. Lots of great shots coming out from both sides. It's miraculous that anything is coming through here for either team, but it looks like it's going the way of Revenge. Another frag towards the A site, and another frag towards the B site. Mainstream will find a 1 more, but a 3v2. The smoked will disable them from even peeking towards the B bomb site. They're trying to make some progress here, but
if I were to take here, I'd save this. This is a definite save call here. You cannot take the bomb site with nothing, no utility.
Oh, no utility and nothing as their full white. Beautiful flashbang from Thunder and a beautiful peek from Maddie as he finds the doubles downs and places all of his chips on black. And Revenge Nation 4-1 at the moment. They are looking very, very strong, especially in these gun rounds. I don't know. They were kind of sort of on this half buy in that one round they lost to Able2Mutate, but as soon as they pick up those ops and those rifles, they really start to make work of them. But Mainstream will find 1 frag on a Mexican, but Alpha quickly there for the refrag. It's so aggressive from Revenge Nation to just run up Cackle, and so daring at the moment. No ops on the side of Able2Mutate, so they can't really lock down this position well. Multiple force to smoke from the hand of Captain. But still, they haven't really made a move towards either site. Revenge Nation. Looks like they're gonna head towards the B-bomb site though. Alpha, the solo lurker, making some work here. Oh, aggro, what a jump. We'll find 1, 6 HP though. The peak, oh no. What is happening over on the B-bomb site? Like you said, it's so weak at the moment. No presence being shown for Able2Mutate, no resistance. And it's gonna be the round for Revenge Nation once more. 5-1. Oh my.
This is not looking good for Mutate. We were talking in the previous map about how maybe they could get some momentum build on their map pick, but this is not looking good. They should have carried the momentum they had from that glimpse of a comeback into this game, but it's not translated, and they're gonna have to save again. And it's not going well for them. And if they don't pick up something soon, I think the championship's gonna be going to Revenge Nation here.
I don't know. Able2Mutate really not putting much of a fight here on their CT side. It's looking all over Revenge Nation as they don't even get away with 2 M4s. It's Captain Scout who will be able to scrap away, hurry away, tail between his legs with that M4. But as you said, Revenge Nation are looking poised to win the title at this point. Able2Mutate not really putting much of a challenge for Revenge Nation, the 8-2 IM team. It's not looking too sharp at the moment. Quick boost towards Catwalk from Able2Mutate. They will look to create some momentum, but the momentum on the wrong site.
Yeah, this would be a free bomb site for them. That's just... I guess you might as well gamble stack at some point. You're going to be able to buy next round. Why not take a risk, right?
I mean, yeah, they put all, like I said, they put all their chips on Red this time, but unfortunately, Red was not the bomb site. Oh, Captain Scout does find 1 frag, though. Trying to do some economic damage here. Aggro almost getting the tap. Oh, 1 flick. Oh, does he get the spray transfer? Not quite. Going for the reload. Captain Scout would double down and get 2 frags. 3v3, and Captain Scout repositioning, caught with the nades out of the knife in his hand. It's Alpha who will take him down. Shot from Thunder. We'll find the frag on a pink ski. And it's just salt to the wound, rubbing salt into the cuts of Able2Mutate.
Yeah, this is... Unfortunately, you're saying that they're doubling down on Red here, but there's not much red. There's not much bloodshed coming out from the Mutate side. They're not showing any sign of life here. They're getting completely shut down. It is Revenge Nation is they're coming in hot, and they're raring and ready to take this title.
Looking like a hot knife through butter at the moment. Able2Mutate just getting demolished, cut through so easily by Revenge Nation. They're looking to get aggressive again towards the B-bomb site. Maybe caught out here is aggro. It's these individual aim duels that they somehow come out on top. Mainstream will find one, but 9 HP left in the back of the site here. Has to find the frag. We'll find a second here. Has his chips again all on red, and it bloodshed this. From Alpha to get aggressive with that. They will find another from Maddie onto Keenan, and so the A-bomb site looking a little bit worse for wear as Captain Scout, the only player, has the has to hit the shot. There's one, but has another player to contest with. The smoke will force him out. Does he get aggressive though? Doesn't quite get aggressive. We're back to a 2-on-2 and very doable for the side of Able2Mutate. Captain Scout, Stewie 2K running through the smoke, trying to find the frag, but it's Thunder with the Tech 9 who will find it. A daring play and a daring move from him. Another smoke for Alpha to secure the crossover. And now the bomb will go down. Is this Revenge Nation? 7 rounds for them. Is it? That's what it's looking like. Rice has to find some sort of footing back into this one. Maybe an open crack. Spraying away with the AUG. Can't even find it. Making a huge mess of it. Alpha jumping around. And it's the individual aim duels again, Beanie. There's nothing Able2Mutate are converting, especially in the 1v1s when they have a chance to bring it.
There's nothing coming out. I mean, now look, they're on bare bones of a buy. They have one M4 coming out with no utility on anyone except Keenan, pretty much. And with a long rush coming out here, there's no way they can defend against this.
No really long range weapons except for the Scout in the hands of Captain Scout. We know how great he can be with it. Keenan, the position is absolutely perfect. Doubling down, even tripling down with the spray, with the MP9. It's Alpha who will have a huge response though, finding 2 frags. Back to 2-on-2. But that might have just won the round. Instead, it's gonna be Alpha finding a triple. Lots of events going down towards long. 3 frags for Alpha and Keenan. It almost looked like Able2Mutate might have brought that one back. Blink coming in from Pinkski, but a long range MP9. Ooh, that's going to be a little bit tricky for him to work with.
If
Has
he can
to
find
find 2 more. Ooh.
He can find one.
Oh, no. Thunder. No, Thunder. Oh, my God. It's... Oh, no.
Oh.
Whoa. I'll tell you what. My heart just stopped. I'm not going to lie. Thunder. What just happened there, Beanie?
If there's a time to miss a shot, you know, that's not the time. You have to hit that kill there. I mean, 10 HP on your partner. You cannot miss that shot there. That's a complete and utter whiff. That is scary to see.
That's not a whiff. I thought I was watching Bot Craig for a second. Oh, someone click E on that bot to take control of him. He does make a mess of it, but they somehow find the round. It's going to be Thunder who will find the head of Captain Scout and the body of Keenan. 2 frags already going in the way of Revenge Nation. Oh, 3 players left alone on the B-bomb site. It's Alpha, another 1-tap. He's been phenomenal with the 1-taps. You may as well call him Scream because he's just hitting these insane shots on the 1-taps. The peak from long, and now that it's Revenge Nation again, individually dominant. You have to question what Able2Mutate are going to do to bring this one back in their favor.
It's unbelievable. I mean, right now, Aggro and Alpha both have over 100 ADR. Aggro's leading away with 137. He's having himself a game, but Mainstream finding 2 there. This will be able to carry an AK over into the next round, and that's hopefully we'll be able to carry one over, and that could build up some momentum. As I say that, never mind. It seems like every time I try to say they're going to carry over a gun to the next round, it's exactly.
Caster's curse. Don't worry. Happens to the best of us, but Revenge Nation picking up 9 rounds. Still, even though he couldn't pick up that rifle, it's going to be the full buy coming in from Able2Mutate. 9-1 is the score, and only picking up 1 round. And that 1 round was the pistol, right? Or was it an eco round? I can't really recall.
It was the 4th round, so it was an eco round. Yeah.
It was their weird buy going up against Revenge Nation. And Mainstream, this time they're changing up just a little bit. Aggressiveness towards Cal. Does find themselves 1 quick frag. Matty Gill trying to find a response there, but he's already crept away. Mainstream. And now the opposition towards mid. Oh, no way, Matty Gill. How does he win that fight? Captain Scout with a huge missed shot. It seems like everyone's missing op shots today, Beanie. I'm not sure really what's going on. Something in the water today.
It's just the reaction's not there. I mean, we've been seeing some places, but there's just nothing hitting, and now they're gonna have this preview bomb site, and it's down to a 1v4 already. It's just Revenge is having himself a game, and Mainstream only able to find 1.
they're making work. Thunder just casually walking into the site, finding 2 quick taps onto the heads of both of the B players. It's really, yeah, Revenge Nation having quite the map here, quite the series at the moment. They're poised to win it 2-0, and like you said, able to mutate again, a scrappy buy. It's not looking too good at the moment.
No, and this makes me question whose map pick this really was, because it feels like Revenge Nation. They're making this their map now, whether it was their map pick or not. They are taking full control, and it's not going their way.
Yeah, I mean, but kind of. Oh, what the? Keenan somehow in the one frag and a double is Thunder looking the completely wrong way, but it happens all the time. 2 players go down for Revenge, but they somehow find 2 more frags on Able to Mutate. It's instantly trading out players. That's what's making them so dominant at the moment. And a 3-on-3, it's gonna be a retake. Captain Scout aggressive towards Catwalk. We'll find 1 frag, but like I said, Mexican Prod, it's trade for trade essentially. Instant trades coming in. Ooh, that Molotov will burn. No, Captain Scout burned to the Molotov, burnt to a crisp. He's chilling at the barbecue. Got invited to it. Pink Ski will find 1, but 10 HP. Is it really doable? Alpha, great positioning towards Car. Just has an easy time cleaning it up. 11 rounds for Revenge Nation. Does the fact that they're playing on the T side really come into account here, Beanie? It's although it kind of is a T sided map, it's so dominant from Revenge.
Absolutely. I mean, Dust 2 is a little T-side map, and I just like to mention a little thing that I noticed Alpha do there. It's so minuscule, but it shows high level of play. When he hears that flash bounce off, you don't know what type of nade it's going to be, but just having the discipline to not peek up and try and take the kill immediately, waiting for that flash to pop, that is so smart. And Aggro really blind here. Finds 1 blind. What was that? And now it is just another free bomb site. It just, the entry kills are just all going the way of Revenge Nation. There's nothing they can do. Mutate can't do anything.
Like you said, the resilience and the discipline from Revenge Nation just shows their level of skill and experience. The IM team that are currently 8-2, poised to make main through playoffs. They, like you said, the individual skill from Revenge Nation is just truly showing here in this best of 3 series that it's likely that they're gonna win this 2-0, especially the given rate 11-1. Able to mutate, have to pull off some sort of comeback. It's gonna be one hell of a comeback, but you never know what could happen here. It's the world of Counter-Strike. Anything could happen.
Absolutely. I mean, crazier things have happened, and they did try to mount a comeback on trades. So you never know if it truly is their map pick, and they feel really strong on T side. They have strats pulled out that, you know, another team kill coming in there. They have the economy here. If they can win these next 2 rounds, you know, just maybe they can pull something out. If they can take a 12-3 half here, why not? You know, comebacks happen.
But if it's 14-1, I know you said 12-3. That's kind of a stretch at this point, but it's looking more like one of those 13-2, 14-1 halves, especially the fact that Revenge Nation just looks so on point, and here they are. They know how weak this B bomb site is. They're trying to make work of it. Actually, it's going in the way of Able to Mutate. Aggro left alone. We'll find another frag, but somehow Able to Mutate. They do recover off of their earlier mistakes, and Mexican Prodigy will not be able to find anything from it. Revenge Nation picking up a 12th. We're not picking up a 12th. It's Able to Mutate who pick up a 2nd round, and maybe it's a 12-3 half. Who knows?
Hey,
Who knows?
I'm a natural born optimist, Sully. You know, that's just how it is. So I mean, you gotta look at the bright side of things. You never know. You know? Crazier things have happened. Liquid decided to choke it out 2 majors in a row.
Oh my.
Revenge Nation could do it again.
Really had to go there. NA's last hope. Even, you know, EG are falling out, but Aggro not falling out quite yet. We'll find a quick op frag on Captain Scout. There's the op lost, and maybe a 3-12, looking more like a 13-2 half at the moment is Keenan. We'll find a 1 frag on a Thunder. He's got the position. He's got the awareness to find him. Thunder caught completely lacking. Still, double set up for Revenge Nation. That's going to be crucial for this takeover towards A if they decide to go towards there.
And I mean, you don't see that often out of the T side. That you rarely even see a single op on Dust 2 T side. I guess it is more. It's one of the more common maps to op, but never double op. And this could catch Mutate. You know, it could surprise them.
Yeah, I mean, they really haven't used them too much in Alpha. Again, winning the round essentially for his team. It's mainstream will find another frag. The bomb is lost in the middle of nowhere. The only player there to contest, it's Aggro who will get taken down. Rice has given himself a little bit of a lifeline here. The bomb is in his hands, and now they have to go hunting Revenge Nation. Possibly a mistake tactically from them. And the 2-on-1, low HP, the op switch will come through. But Rice has got this lined up perfectly. Has to get the spray through,
Oh.
but it's actually a tag. What the heck? Alpha wallbang flush a Senor Vac, but it's Rice will find one. The spray comes in. The spray doesn't come true just yet. It's gonna be
Oh.
Mexican piece into it. A 13-2 half. The Optimist is shut down, and the Realist comes through as
Hey,
Sully,
we'll split the
the
difference,
ultimate
all right?
predictor.
We'll split the
What do you
difference.
mean?
You said
What do you mean
14-1.
split
You
the
said
difference?
14-1.
Okay, all right. I'll
Yeah.
admit.
We'll split
I'll
the
admit,
difference.
I did say 14. We'll split the difference. Neither of us. Well, I think I'm more right.
I'll give you this one, Sully. I'll give you this one. I was pretty strong on 12-3. All right, so I'll give you this one.
strong
You
until
won the battle. You won the
Are you
battle.
strong?
I
Are
won-
you
I
strong
won
on a
the war.
13? Are you strong on a 16-13 from Able2Mutate comeback? Are you strong on that one?
You know what?
Optimist?
Absolutely. I'll put $100 on red right now.
Okay, all right. Put your money down. It seems that Able2Mutate are making some sort of statement as they rush over towards the B bomb site. Mainstream
Oh.
tapping away. What is going on here? 4
My
headshots
God.
from Mainstream. I think he might have just toggled because he got 4 kills almost like it was nothing.
And I mean, he is the only rounds they've won have come off the back of him. I mean, he has 19 kills and none of his other teammates are in double digits yet. He is carrying them. His back must be hurting right now. But maybe he can carry him in if it looks like they're gonna rush B here. And he will be about third in charge, so you never know. He could find it here.
You know, I'm still not totally convinced on the $100 on red. Not the whole all on red thing, but looks like they will do some damage here. The scout from aggro does find one. Now they're looking to lock it down here. They're poised to finding at least one more frag though. The double scout setup looks to be very crucial at the moment. The boost coming in. Does spot it. Does he get the... Oh, what a jumping scout shot from Alpha. Fully white. Still finding the frag. A 4-on-2. And you might have just put all your money on the wrong color here. Captain Scout will find one. Pingsky does find another on aggro, but still definitely can go either way. As Mexican lining up the shot, misses the deagle, does find it somehow in a Pingsky, but now a 1-on-1. Low HP for Scout, 3 HP, and he does have a Mac 10 to work with. Mexican Prodigy, just one more shot, but a speak over from Captain Scout over the box, and that looked like a round for Revenge Nation, but Captain Scout pulling it out of the back pocket of his jeans, finding a 4th round for Able2Mutate, and Revenge Nation. Oh, what a close round that one was for Able2Mutate, but they come through and find their 4th round.
Yeah, they're definitely starting to. They might be starting to shake off the jitters now. They might be starting to find their zone, and although they are going to get tagged up, oh, down to 1 HP immediately for Alpha. That hurts, but I don't know. I could see it. I could see a momentum starting to build here, and I think my $100 on red might just work.
Oh, what? Alpha! What is happening? This man is on something. I need this Adderall or this drug and what he's on. Oh my god, Captain Scout does find Alpha, but he takes down the crucial fragger. Aggro peeking in, will have his head ripped off of his shoulders. A 3-on-2. The lockdown will be for Able2Mutate. They lock down the site here. It's gonna be little to no chance for Revenge Nation as they try and make their way here. They've got really nothing to lose.
No, you might as well go for this. I mean, keep the AK and see if Maddie can find some kills and try and keep the money low on the Mutate side. I mean, despite the fact that they won a couple rounds in a row here, their economy is still not all there. They still need 2 or 3 rounds where 4 or 5 people stay alive to build up that economy and be able to rattle some rounds off and keep momentum rolling.
I mean, but even still, Revenge Nation, they're bringing these rounds to maybe like 1 bullet away or literally seconds or 1 frag away. It's very close for Revenge Nation on their CT side. I still think you've put all your money on the wrong side, but maybe, you know, I'll slide the dealer a 5 and tell him put mine on a red. But Able2Mutate trying to stage a comeback, 5-13. But still, Revenge Nation, such a huge lead. They've got so many rounds to do so and try and bring us to an 0-2 close. But maybe Able2Mutate can bring us to a 3rd map. Does seem likely, not really in my eyes. Aggro proving why I don't think it's likely. Matty Gill with the people final one. Spray coming in. Can he hold it? Yes, he can. 4 frags going to the layer of Revenge Nation. And 1 player is all that stands between Revenge Nation and 14 rounds. Captain Scout making quick work of aggro. Has to find another. It's Maddie. We'll find it. Has shot on a scout. It's 14 rounds for Revenge Nation. They're 1 off of that beautiful 15 and 2 off of the illustrious 16.
I'm looking for Snake Eyes here. I need it. I still have my money on red. I'm keeping it there. I feel like Mutate. They got it. They got to pull something out. Despite the fact that their buy is very weak here, they can pull something out. I trust it with them.
Oh, it's a little bit shaky, especially for your college funds. You know, put it all on red and looks to be black once more as Mainstream trying to make some progress up towards mid. Might get caught out here. Thunder with the op. And Alpha, the dangerous player, is the one that he has to go against when he comes out on top. Mainstream has been on fire recently. I don't know what is happening to Able2Mutate, but if you have a fragger like him, a Zywoo, an X Factor, you should be able to pull some rounds through. But Aggro sitting and waiting behind Car. But no, it's Mainstream who'll spot his head. Again, this man is on something. Finding the headshot on Aggro. And looking to lock it down towards mid. Mainstream again peeking up from top. It's going to be Thunder left alone. Does find a second here. A 1v5 clutch. It'll be one hell of a way to bring us to match point. But does it seem likely? No, it really doesn't at this point. Mexican disconnecting. And now they're going to go for the save. Maybe, is it technical issues? Maybe it's
See,
just like,
in all honesty, I think Prodigy knows. I think he knows that red bet is coming through and that it's time. I'm just saying. I'm a gambling man, and I'm willing to put my chips on red right now. And I think my college fund is about to be. I think my tuition is about to be paid for.
I don't know about that one, Beanie. It's still early to say. 6-14, and Mexican has it completely up the serve. Maybe he's like, let's give these guys a chance. 14-5, but Bot Ted will join us. The infamous Bot Ted. It'd be funny if they actually play it with a bot. I think. Oh my god, am I gonna play with a bot? No way.
Why not, right? I mean, it's 14-6. There comes the timeout.
There's the timeout. I was gonna say. Ooh.
And again, it's all Mainstream. Granted, Captain Scout does have quite a few kills. Mainstream has 24 kills through 21 rounds, and he is he is carrying what few rounds they have. I mean, they're all on his back. He has 122 ADR. You can't argue with that. He has a 50% headshot percentage. He's hitting shots, and that's all that matters right now.
Definitely. He is on fire at the moment. Mainstream, a heavy fragger and a heavy hitter for the side of Able2Mutate. It seems that Revenge Nation are paying Alpha $5, but maybe you give it to Mainstream. This man is on one.
Absolutely
popping off.
I would just like to know, remember we were talking about that XM meta in the train game? Look what's
Oh,
come out from the side of Alpha.
Alpha.
It's time.
Time for the XM to shine through. We'll see if he can get, if he gets a double frag, I'll be wowed, because XM is slept on. No one knows how powerful the XM is, and I hate that Alpha's bringing it out because that's my secret weapon. But either way, great to see it in play. And Revenge Nation, 1 op, 2 scouts. It's going to be a triple sniper setup from side of Revenge Nation. Will they be able to get a couple of frags here, especially with those scouts? Do lots of damage off of the tags here. Oh, it's a B rush. This is Alpha's time to shine. Smoke comes in. He's got the XM. It's going to be his time to shine here. The flashbang comes in. 1, 2, maybe a third, a 3. Yes. Oh my god, I love the XM. He's looking for the ace. On for it. Rushing for the smoke. And the triple comes in off of the XM. The god play. And now it's left alone in shambles. Able2Mutate. A 2v4. Definitely doable. But even still, Captain Scout has to turn away from it. No bullets left. Mexican will find one. And left alone is Captain Scout on 24 HP. A 1v3. And it seems the XM reigns supreme as Matty Gill will confirm it. 15 rounds for Revenge Nation. And only 6 for Able2Mutate. They knew that round was crucial. But the XM proves dominant.
And he's brought it out again. Now there's a Mag 7 coming out on Prodigy. Apparently the shotguns are the answer to this map. I mean, just in the blink of an eye, I saw my college fund disappear in the hands of one XM.
Oh my goodness. It's going to be the rush towards long, and Able2Mutate. Everything is on this round. 1 frag for Thunder. Smartly falls away here. Still no re-aggression from the side of Able2Mutate. Finally, Captain Scout making his way out towards the dumpster position. A metaphor for the way they've been playing at the moment. Oh, but as I say that, Pinsky, the golden garbage bag, and Scout will find another on the Thunder. A 4v3 and maybe a 4-on-2 as there's another Mexican Prodigy with Mag 7. Oh, the double, the Mag 7. I told you this is the most overpowered gun in the game. Shotguns are so slept on, and now back to a 2-on-2. The AK-47 retrieve by Mexican Prodigy, definitely doable. The Molotov towards the site to delay anything. It's 2 AKs for the side of Revenge Nation. Or not 2 AKs, 2 for Able2Mutate.
Still at XM though, that could win the title right here if he can pull off the 2 kills.
They both drop down in towards the T. The jumping. Oh, I thought it was gonna be jumping XM, but Scout cleans it up and they stay alive. Able2Mutate on 7, Revenge Nation on 15. And this is what happened on Train. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe they bring it back. Maybe they bring us to overtime.
Championship point can be so it can be nerve-wracking knowing that you're on the brink of winning the entire league, and if you mess up, you know, it just takes one round at a time, and Able2Mutate's right back into this.
But they've got 8 rounds to do it. You imagine that of those 8, statistically speaking, there's a high probability that they'll get it done here. A dink already coming in from mainstream onto his teammate Keenan. Has to fall away. Thunder, smartly so. A very smart upper and a very smart flick. How does he spot that? Keenan will get taken down. I have the X-ray on and I didn't even spot that.
Yes, absolutely. And we were talking earlier about how none of the op shots were hitting. Well, now every single one of them is. Very few op shots are missing now, and that's crucial, especially on the Revenge Nation side, being on the CT side.
Thunder trying to peek the head, flank towards Catwalk here. Mexican Prodigy with the Mag 7, jumping Mag 7, finding the headshot. Mainstream weapons had a ripped off of his shoulders. Mexican looking for another here. What a round, Mexican Prodigy. The Mag 7 doing so much damage. Aggro finding Pinksy, but the bomb should go down here. Another Mag 7 for Alpha. And they're trying to do a daring retake, a 2v2 against an op and an AK. It's actually Aggro who does find it. Could this be championship for them? Captain Scout 1v1 against the Mag 7. Does he get it done here? Has to play speaks perfectly, but no, it's Alpha who will close it out. Revenge Nation will take the championship in 2-0 fashion, in dominant fashion against Able2Mutate. They are your champions of Grazur League. Revenge Nation picking it up, and Alpha not sticking the defuse, but there it is. Beanie losing his entire college fund, and I have made a fortune today.
Unfortunately, yes, but that's just how it happens sometimes. If you risk it with gambling, that's what happens. But Revenge Nation with an absolute dominant performance. I mean, they all the way Alpha and Aggro were hitting shots for them. The definite MVPs of this game. But don't take anything away from Thunder, Maddie, and Mexican. They all crushed it. This was a very dominant 2-0 and very, very impressive.
Well, not much to say besides Able2Mutate put up one hell of a performance on both maps. They definitely looked strong on the first map, but I guess it sort of fell apart in the end there. But either way, let's see. Do we want to get a team interview here? Let's quickly join towards. Let's go to caster chat. We'll bring. All right, maybe we can get them in here. Let's see.
Let's get somebody in here. Let's get an MVP in. We're getting a whole team actually.
Can they join caster chat? I don't even know.
I can drag them.
Oh.
Go over to general and then they can hop in.
Yeah, let's go to chat one. Go to chat one. Hopefully no one else joins. Hopefully no random joins, but either way, Revenge Nation, lots to talk about. Let's see if we can get them in here. Are they gonna? They asked for this interview, so they better join. If they don't join, man. All right, Aggro, the first player in.
Oh
There it
god,
is.
can you guys move Alpha in?
Alpha can't get moved because there's something related to his Wi-Fi. He can't move channels, or else it'll just cut him off. So just don't do that.
Yeah, I'll let Cortana know. Beanie, if you want to kick up the interview, just ask a couple questions of what you want to know, and I'll get Cortana to move Alpha in.
Absolutely. Aggro, I want to start with you. First of all, congratulations to all of you. A phenomenal performance, very dominant all the way throughout. But Aggro and Alpha, Alpha's not in here yet. Aggro, you and Alpha were carrying the team through the whole game. I don't want to say carrying, but you guys were crushing it. Your peaks were every peak seemed perfect. You know, you guys were flashing for each other. You just seemed very synced. I'm curious, how long have you guys been together as a roster, and has that length, if there is any, really affected your performance here today?
It's been like a week, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, the
Yeah,
core
it's
roster,
been
we've
a
had a
little
core
amount of
roster for
time.
like a couple months now, but
Yeah,
I
but
should
as
have-
with Alpha, it's been like a week. Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Okay. Okay,
I exist.
Well, hey, yeah, Alpha, I was actually praising you before you got in here. You and Aggro were phenomenal. Hats off to all of you. All of you played great games, but Aggro and Alpha, you guys seem to really just.
What is
I don't.
Fresno doing?
I don't wear hats. I'm sorry.
And do you in fact pay $5 per game and $2 per scrim?
Yes, we do.
Currently, we are.
Can confirm.
We
That's
owe
the
him
part of my
$30
contract.
at the
We owe him
moment.
$35 actually.
35.
because
All
of
right.
his last
All
map.
right. Sully, you got anything for him out there?
No,
My dad
nothing
doesn't love
really.
me.
Hey, Tresno,
Oh.
get the hell out of here.
What? Yeah,
Fresno's
Tresno, what are you
sunshine.
doing in here?
Agri
was
just
just
said a
gonna
bad
say-
word.
Whoa, yeah, okay. I think we're gonna have to ban this guy from the next tournament, but
What the-
congratulations. Revenge Nation dominating Able2Mutate 2-0 on their own map pick, and looked a little bit shaky on train there. 16-13. It looks like they might have staged a comeback. How did you go about sort of dismantling any chance that they had?
We
Oh,
really did.
we shot
there.
them in the
We
head.
ran out T-Con.
We got really
Glasses.
tilted. We got really tilted. And like
We-
the
We shot them in the head. That's
Imagine losing your own map pick.
I feel like
Wait, what?
I feel like you can't really ask a Discord league.
I don't know.
team
I got tilted
any
after
tactical
Alpha Band
questions.
nuke.
Oh no, we're in 8 and 2,
Oh, yeah.
8 and 2.
Oh yeah, they were like
8
ban
and 2
Vertigo,
Alpha
ban
team. We're
Vertigo.
we're just meeting in this Discord league. Don't worry about it.
They were like ban Vertigo,
Alright.
ban Vertigo, ban Vertigo. So I picked it.
Speaking of Vertigo, do you guys feel confident that you could have picked up the map? if
We've
you-
never touched the map.
We've never played
No.
Vertigo. Not
No.
even touched it.
The last time we played Train was the match in the semifinals. Never before that.
And we barely even practiced. We didn't even practice it at all.
We played one scrim on Dust 2 before this.
Well, then I'd say it's a miracle you guys are 8-2 and I am. You don't even practice
Honestly, that
train.
was-
Open.
Hey,
Open.
Open.
we're just bangers. I was the main player. They're all just like they're there.
Well,
Yeah.
the-
Oh.
I
Alpha's
see.
got
I
it.
see.
Both alphas got
Look,
multiple
man.
tryouts.
Look, man, I have gotten him a lot.
I'm the
of
big
tries.
three
He deserves
now.
it.
I
He
do want to give
deserves
praise. Your Discord names are completely different from your face names. Who's Maddie?
BHR.
BHR.
All right, BHR. I have to give you a lot of credit for the opping. Your opping was on point today.
You hear
Shout
that,
out
Nathan?
there.
You hear that, Nathan?
On train.
You had to clarify on train. You had to clarify on train.
Okay.
Damn,
Hear
that
that
kind of hurts. That kind of hurts Thunder a little bit because he's our main opper.
No, I apologize. It's just from the perspective I saw Maddie hitting a lot of op shots, especially on train. Seemed like
Yeah,
you were-
I
I
hear that,
couldn't, hit
Nathan?
a,
You
I,
hear
couldn't,
that?
I couldn't hit a thing those games. to be
Taking
honest.
your spot, Nathan.
I was
Mine.
opping in semis. I was opping, but I switched to entering to better the team.
I was gonna say, Alpha, you were out there. Your entry frags were you were hitting shots today.
No,
you
it
were-
wasn't. I wasn't warmed up enough.
What do you mean? Dust 2, you were literally doing alpha things, bro. We're
Hey,
dead,
shut
and then alpha's just doing things.
Yeah, they renamed the spot on Inferno to Alpha. Pretty much.
Okay.
It's graveyard.
But
Graveyard.
so I mean, we also did that for Ian. So I mean,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
He's back.
It's
I
like
don't
that.
care, guys.
It's like that.
Alright,
D3
let's move
box.
on with the interview, please.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't really have any more words to say, Beanie, because these guys are.
Oh, they're celebrating their win. They're just celebrating their win. They're just having
Sully?
fun.
Yeah, can we lift our
You just
trophy?
call-
They just
Cancer?
won the championship. Yeah, like Cortana, can we get them the trophy, please? I'm sure that 100% there is a trophy.
Yeah.
Just mail it out to them real quickly.
Yeah, that's
So-
what the season run
within it
champ
is
rules.
$5 $10 checks. Yeah.
I
I'll
think
just
that,
there we
take
go.
a postcard.
Thank
They'll be
God.
they'll be in the mail
Beanie.
5 to 10 business days, I assume.
Oh shit.
But I
You-
guess we can go ahead and sign off here, Sully.
Oh please
shit.
sign
Hey,
off.
congratulations to Revenge Nation. You guys all played a great game, and we wish
Oh.
you the best of luck in the future in Open, and we hope to see you back in Grazur League.
wait.
And for all of you who tuned in, thank you very much. We appreciate you.
Can I say?
User-
Can I say
the
one more
US
word?
government
One
is
word?
stealing
One more
half
word?
of it.
Alpha,
Pig,
take
pig,
us out.
pig,
Alpha,
just
take
kidding.
us out.
Pig,
Take
just
us
kidding.
out.
No, no.
Okay.
Take us
alright.
out, Alpha. Take us out.
Before we leave, I would like
Oh,
to make a
God,
small
Alpha.
speech.
Oh god.
Okay.
No.
Oh no! Cut it off! Cut it off! Cut it off!
So Amina, please.
Okay.
Pig,
So
pig, end it now. End it now. End it
no,
now, pig.
no, no.
End it now! End it now! Right now! Take his advice.
Alright, let him
Okay,
speak.
listen,
Let him speak. Let him
listen,
speak.
listen, let me speak, okay? I may be younger, but like I have words, all right? So
Don't let him speak.
these together we have accomplished so much.
Silence.
Ah!
I'm very
Exactly right. Exactly.
I love you, Mom.
Oh my god!
Okay, let's cut it there. Thank you.
Yeah,
for
let's,
listening to
that'll
the
do
Thank
it
you
for the
very
stream.
much.
finale.
That'll do it for the stream.
My dad doesn't love me.
Revenge Nation champion
God damn it,
Sully
Ping.
and Beanie signing off. Peace out.
Bye.